Good evening, friends. We are going to do a little recap of the reading lesson that we did today in class. So you can see that I have the important parts of my reading salad and using metacognition. I have my reading salad bowl. I have my thinking lettuce pieces in this bowl. I have my text tomato pieces in this bowl. I want to remind you that we talked about how metacognition is thinking about your thinking, and it leads to big thinking. It helps us as readers dig deep into our books and really understand what we're reading. So tonight I'm going to read part of our story that we read this afternoon, Nana in the City, and I'm going to model for your families how we mixed our thinking and our text together to make our real reading salad. Then it's going to be up to you to model the rest of the story with your families and show them how you use your metacognition to help you become a real reader also. Are you ready? Remember that when I read a piece of text, I'm going to take a tomato piece and put it into the bowl. And when I stop and have a thinking part, then I'm going to take a piece of lettuce thinking and put it into the bowl. Are you ready? So this is our story, Nana in the City by Lauren Castillo. Here's my text. I read the title. Nana in the City looks like a fun book. I'm noticing that it has a Caldecott Honor medal here, which I know means that lots of people have talked about it and decided that it's a good book. I'm also looking at this picture and thinking that this Nana looks fun, and I'm wondering what type of city it could be in. There are big cities in the background, which looks a little bit different than where we live. Let's open our book and find out more. Looking at the text here, I can see that there are skyscrapers and that there's a bridge with boats, and the scenery is really different in this setting than a setting in a story that I would write in my own home. So I'm reading the picture, and I just told you about my thoughts. I went to stay with Nana in her new apartment in the city. Looks like there are a lot of people here, and I'm remembering that when I went to go visit New York City for the first time, it was a little overwhelming by all of the people that were there, and the cars and the taxis and the big buildings. I love my Nana. I have a Nana. I love her too. But I don't love the city. I wonder why he doesn't like the city. I'm seeing that they're going down the subway, and I know that some people are scared of the subway. So I'm wondering if maybe it's because he doesn't like how busy the city is, or maybe it's that it's just so different from what it's like at home. The city is busy. Oh, I'm seeing that I was correct in my prediction. He said the city is busy, and look at all these people rushing to get to the city. That can be really scary sometimes. The city is loud. I'm seeing here that there's lots of cars and crossing guards and people. I'm feeling a little overwhelmed for him, especially when I look at his face and how overwhelmed he's looking by looking at the city. The city is filled with scary things. So I'm looking at these pictures here, and I'm thinking that there are some scary drawings here, and that it can be kind of scary to see people who are homeless for the first time and not know what they're asking you for. I know that it's also overwhelming to see people sitting on the ground and just all the people everywhere. Cities have lots of different noises and sounds. It is no place for a Nana to live. I'm wondering if he's thinking that it's no place for a Nana to live because it makes him overwhelmed and feel scared. I'm feeling like maybe he feels overwhelmed and scared, and so then he thinks that his Nana shouldn't be there too because he worries about her feeling scared. But Nana says the city is wonderful, bustling, booming, and extraordinary. She says it is the perfect place for our Nana to live. I'm thinking that she's trying to reassure him that she's okay in the city. I see that she's making him cookies and pouring him milk and telling him all the things that she likes about the city. I'm also noticing that she says she thinks the city is bustling and booming and extraordinary, and those are things that she really likes, but those are the things that he thinks are scary. At night, the room rumbles and shakes. I'm thinking, based on looking at this picture in here, I'm thinking that the room is rumbling and shaking because there's a train going by here. I used to live in a house that was by train tracks when I was young, and it used to scare me when the train would go by too. There is no sleeping here. I know that in the city, things are open all night and people are very busy. When I woke up in the morning, Nana was holding a fancy red cape. I'm wondering why she's holding a red cape. I think I would like a fancy red cape. For you to wear on your walk today, she said. You'll see that the city is not scary at all. I'm wondering if she is giving him that fancy red cape so that he will feel like a superhero. I know that superheroes wear red capes. Like Spider-Man doesn't have a cape, but Superman does. That Superman wears a red cape and that might make him feel okay about being in the city with Nana. We're going to stop there, and you are going to continue to listen to Nana in the City. I will read it to you in another video. And you are going to practice making your own reading salad with your reading salad baggie that you brought home. Remember that you can use any bowls. They don't need to be fancy. But when you're done, I want you to look inside your real reading salad bowl and notice that just like a salad that we eat, the text, tomatoes, and the lettuce thinking are very mixed in this bowl. And you'll find that although there's quite a few text tomatoes, there's actually a lot more lettuce thinking than you would think. Remember that little voice that goes on in your head when you are paying attention to the world and when you're reading stories, that is your metacognition, and that's what helps make your real reading salad. Have fun!